Oh my... Guys, Grace just sent me something. Come out here. You good? You good, Nolan?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, good. Hey, Seamus, welcome back from the hole. Okay, so...
What's up?
Grace from Egg Trust just sent us a fan fiction.
What the?
Somebody wrote us a fan fiction. So
from Island.
Island?
It's called
Island.
The Return of Nolan by Serenity Dark Moon Raven.
Wait, Return of Me?
Summary. I suck at writing summaries. Besides, the fic isn't that long.
Okay.
Okay, let's start it up. Daniel was sitting behind his desk. He felt the tears well up his eyes. After their last adventure, Daniel found out exactly how cruel people could be, how nasty and inconsiderate real humans actually were.
Yeah, they're assholes.
Daniel stared at a picture of a polar bear, a magnificent beast who would not hesitate to kill him, but at least it would be quick. Not an overlong conspiracy of many years just to be unleashed on him when he was at his weakest and darkest moment, when he needed his friends the most.
Yeah.
But then there had been one tiny ray of light in this hole. That's my fault. Daniel remembered fondly the day he discovered. It was a Tuesday morning, he remembered. The memory surfaced beyond his mind's eye and took the most wonderful shapes. Before Daniel knew it, a single tear welled up in his eye and trickled down his cheek. Because even when all his friends betrayed him, there was one consistent factor in his life. Nolan.
I'm here for you, sweetie.
Oh, shit.
And Daniel knew that the rising aspirations between them could never become true. The feelings Daniel had for Nolan were the only things in this world that still felt true to him.
I smell sex.
No lies, just that single pure sense and feeling for Nolan. Their relationship would probably only ever be physical.
Daniel.
Alas, Daniel
you never told me.
Alas.
Why don't you look at me during?
Oh, we're barely through. Alas, Daniel thought to himself hopelessly. Why must they battle? Why must Daniel be destined to destroy Nolan? Can he ever tell Nolan how much Nolan means to him? If only he could. Then all his pain would be over. No more betrayal. No more suffering under the laughter from Rihanna, who told him she loved him only to stab him right in the heart at Valentine's Day. No, only Nolan knew Daniel's true feelings for her.
Is this like a gender bend thing?
What the fuck is going on?
We now turn the headlights to full beam in order to gaze forward through the mists of time. The light from them reflects off not a deer, but a scene 10 years from now, 1 decade into the future. Daniel enters the scene, but what's this? Nolan is there too.
I'm always there.
Do you remember that thing that happened 10 years ago?
Yes.
The one that seemed like it would split us apart forever, but instead brought close us forever. That brought us to each other. The time
6.
with the van? Yes. Oh, yes. Right.
Holy shit, what happened when I was 8?
I didn't even know.
Oh, no, this must be when, like, you're 28 or something. It's hard to believe what happened, isn't it? What happened and what it led to? Yes, my sweetness, said Nolan, giving Daniel a special kiss.
What's a special kiss?
On the wee-wee.
Now that I remember it again, I will never forget it. It was pretty life-changing. So we now dim our headlights and reverse drive back to the present. The mists closing back around the future, and the camera of our mind drawing back to the world we know as now.
It's like a van.
But before everyone got themselves ready to go after Nolan, there was one thing Daniel wanted to take care of. He had to introduce Eric to his parents.
Oh, shit.
Wait, Eric?
Daniel, I've been thinking it for a long time. His parents were the worst. Uppity, pathetic, and homophobic. Oh, so apparently Daniel's gay, and I'm just, what the fuck is going on? But Daniel had told them he finally got engaged, and he would introduce Eric to the family before they would make it
got cut
official.
out for fan fiction too.
Oh shit, wait, I'm with Eric?
You
but I'm
cut
cheating
me out.
Oh wait, I cut you out. Oh fuck.
Dude,
I'm
No,
an
this is like we're dating. No, we're like
I
married.
give you a
And then
special kiss.
you guys having an affair.
But I'm just cut out of this whole thing.
Wait, Seamus isn't
I mean,
here
it's
yet.
like your jokes.
We cut him.
Daniel said while laying on his bed. I can handle it, Eric said while sitting naked next to Daniel while stroking his one-eyed monster.
Holy shit. Why are you touching my penis?
This is no joke. It says one-eyed monster.
What's a one-eyed
It says one-eyed monster?
It literally says one-eyed.
It actually does, while stroking his one-eyed monster.
You don't know my parents, Daniel said.
Schlong
I know,
better.
but if they created you, then they can't be that bad. Eric spoke wisely. I know, but it's still...
Spelled I know wrong. It says an N-O.
I know.
I know.
But it's my.
We'll just go there and I'll press them, Eric said manly, and then bone Daniel hard in the ass.
Holy.
So I'm just like, yeah, I know.
You're like,
Yeah.
like, sweetie, I know.
His fitness and strong muscles impressed Daniel a lot.
But where?
That's a lie. He doubted that he could show that to his parents. Then Daniel snugged deeper into Eric's arms.
Yeah.
He felt safe there. Daniel knew that whatever would happen, Eric would protect him.
Yeah, okay.
The day of the dinner had come. Daniel and Eric took a Tesla to his parents.
Ooh.
Yo, we
Nice.
got a Tesla.
You guys are loaded.
Nice!
Orange trust money.
What about the
They came into a dining room and the table had already laid.
Fund.
Ah, you finally arrived, Daniel's mom says as she looked at Eric. You're late. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault, Eric said, always as protective as Daniel as he was. It was the weather. What?
Why the fuck am I female
Was it-
now? I was male a second ago.
They used the wrong fucking pronoun. Nice. Sure, Mom said, and she went back to the kitchen. Wow, Daniel said. He didn't even shake your hands. Oh no, that's talking about your mom. Oh wow, she didn't even shake your hand. Oh well, Eric said manly. Oh gosh, that nonchalant way. Exactly the reason why Daniel had fallen in love with the man. Daniel was busy swooning over his fiancée when Dad came in. Boy, Dad said. Boy! Dad said and stared at Eric. Eric shook his hands politely. Ah, you're here too, Dad said to Daniel.
This is straight vodka, by the way. I don't
Rum and Coke.
Um,
But you're here too. Help your mother out. It's time that the men have a conversation. Daniel said and went to the kitchen.
Wait, why the fuck am I female now? Halfway through, I was male.
Yeah, his dad considered him less than a man, only because he was the. No, you're the. No. It's because you're the girl in the relationship. You're still a guy. You're
Are you
just.
fucking kidding me? That's how homophobic they are?
You're just super. When Daniel's mother made him do all sorts of annoying, useless jobs. After all, his mom said, people like them were inherently used to do sorts of things. Then dinner came. Daniel was told to take the food in while Mom and Dad already sat down. Daniel wasn't even allowed to see where Eric went off to. Have you seen Get Out?
This,
Okay.
except white. I don't know.
Except gay. The dinner came. Daniel was told to take the food in while Mom and Dad already sat down. Daniel wasn't even allowed to see where Eric. Oh yeah, I read that. Just before he carried in the first plate of food, he felt something weird. Like a crosswire went down his back, tingling all the way down. Something was off, but Daniel was still too annoyed with his parents. Then Daniel was carried in the meal, but no one was there. Instead, at the end of the table, Nolan's.
Where am I?
What the fuck is... Wait, yeah, where's Seamus?
Where's Seamus?
He's been cut out. Nolan laughed at him. My, that apron looks lovely on you.
I wish it was off.
Daniel threw down the meal and flexed his muscles. Oh, he'd been waiting for this moment. Not only was Nolan going to feel the fullest extent of Daniel's righteous fury, Daniel could also unleash his frustration with his parents. Oh, hi, Dad. We'll be.
It's just fan fiction, right?
If you guys still want to live, we gotta do it now.
Okay.
We'll be real soon.
But now, he said.
Okay, we're finishing this.
Quick!
That was embarrassing.
That's fine.
Quickly, yeah.
Yeah.
He
I'm
threw
very
the dish
good at
at
finishing
Nolan
fast.
like a disco, but as it hits his arch nemesis, it turns out it was a hologram. If you want to see your parents again, Nolan said, come to my cave network. Daniel felt conflicted. On one hand, Daniel hated his parents. On the other, he still needed them for the wedding.
I'm a sex
And Eric came in and said, we should save your parents. But Daniel said. No, we should. I talked to your dad, and he really does love you, fellas. Alright, fine. Meanwhile, back in the future, Daniel and Nolan were enjoying each other. As the narrator, I will respect their privacy and not specify how. Let's just say it involved dongs. It's certainly clear that they were close.
Things to do online now, guys.
Not just metaphorically, but physically, with their bodies as well. Nolan was distracted, though, thinking back to the past. We join a mid-aggressive cuddling flashback. A flashback to our story in the present.
Where am I?
And now with that, we once again turn our head brains to the future. Stepping forward down the road of time and waiting for 10 years so we get the place in which this takes place. Daniel and Nolan were just finishing. Nice. Out of respect for their privacy, I almost sweat what they are finishing. Arg, that was good sex, said Nolan. Yes, it was, said Daniel.
Yes, wait. Let me read that line.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, that was good sex.
Yes, it was.
You seemed a little distracted near the end, though. Not your normal, energetic self.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was thinking back to a decade ago when I first realized my feelings for you, even though I didn't know them at the time.
It's what... Oh, no, it's still you.
It's what opened my eyes to what I felt all along. I missed the missing jigsaw piece to my heart, in which you were the key to unlock.
And our love grew together from that moment to blossom into the great tree that it is today. I love you, Daniel. My
irresistibleness.
Irresistibleness.
I love you too, Nolan. My better.
And then they smiled of lovers at each other as we faded into the sunset. No, James left. But they knew the battle was going to be fierce. Wait, what?
A battle!
Yeah. And then they saw the armies of Nolan embezzling before them. They had gathered the courage to go forth.
For God!
Neil yelled. For science, Eric said. For loop, Rihanna ejaculated loudly.
What? Don't use that word there! Not even
And then they all attacked. And it was a fine spectacle to behold. Oh, they're doing such cool things like bam and swoof and pow. And then, just when I heard it's not take it anymore, they defeated Nolan. The end.
Why did... Oh, geez.
Yeah, he's not even in this fucking
See you guys in the next...
Whoever wrote that,
I want to do the outro.
fuck you.
Can I do the outro? Can I do the outro?
Wait, next time we will be reading even more fan fiction if we find any.
If you have fan fiction, leave it down in the comments or send it to my email, ericwormy@gmail.com, ERICHWORMI@gmail.com. That is my actual email. Send me anything you fucking want.
Alright.